We begin with the latest from Nagorno-Karabakh, where nearly 70,000 people, that's half the enclave's population, is reported to have fled to neighbouring Armenia. Well, the enclave's long dream of independence came to an end with Azerbaijan's offensive last week, and today the region's separatist leadership announced that all state institutions and the Republic of Nagorno-Karabakh itself would cease to exist. Well, Azerbaijan is allowing fighters who lay down their arms to head to Armenia, but Baku says it reserves the right to detain those suspected of, quote, war crimes. Well, amongst those detained, the former head of the Nagorno-Karabakh government, Ruben Vardanyan. A little earlier, I spoke to France 24's international affairs editor Ketevan Gorjestani and asked her whether this was the end of the region's dream of independence.
This is really the official end now that this country and, this region and its leaders are saying that it will cease to exist. And it's not just an independence dream over the past 3 decades since the fall of the Soviet Union, but really a sort of end of a century-long, basically, autonomy for Nagorno-Karabakh, because Nagorno-Karabakh was created or given the autonomous region status by the Soviets back in 1923. And so they already had the sort of autonomy within the Soviet Republic of Azerbaijan at the time. And then towards the end of the Soviet Union, the ethnic Armenians there started making that push to try to be reunited with Armenia. That, of course, didn't happen. The Azerbaijanis rejected that. And so in 1991, the ethnic Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh had the sort of referendum to declare their independence, which was not recognized by Azerbaijan, not recognized by the international community, but it was their push for that, and that followed with a war, the first war, really, that ended in a ceasefire in 1994, and basically since then, Nagorno-Karabakh had sort of de facto regulated itself and governed itself until now. They always had this dream of independence. They were sort of living an autonomous life, if you will. It was not the dream, obviously, as we saw with the situation on the ground. But now it seems that with this decision to say that Nagorno-Karabakh will cease to exist, as well as this exodus that we've been talking about for several days now, emptying Nagorno-Karabakh of its ethnic Armenians, that seems to be really the end for Nagorno-Karabakh that is ethnically Armenian.
Okay, and all the while, Azerbaijan has been saying they'll let people leave the enclave and go to Armenia, as 70,000 people have now done. But some people are being arrested nevertheless. Just tell us about who's being arrested and why.
Well, so far we know of 2 people who were linked to the leadership of Nagorno-Karabakh, to those separatists. Ruben Vardanyan, he's the former leader of Nagorno-Karabakh. He was charged with financing terrorism and for illegally crossing the border, but that was last year. So he has officially been arrested. We saw the pictures of his arrest. There's also David Babanyan. He was an advisor to the Nagorno-Karabakh leadership, and he posted on his social media that he was going to give himself up to the Azerbaijani authorities. So not being arrested directly, he has decided to give himself up. And there is this worry that even though Azerbaijan has said we will let people leave if they want to leave, you're now seeing Aliyev saying, you don't have to leave. We urge ethnic Armenians to stay in Nagorno-Karabakh. We will protect their rights. There is a fear, especially among fighting age men, that they might be arrested too. And there seems to be, at least from the reporting on the ground, that those cars that are leaving Nagorno-Karabakh, the border guards, the Azerbaijani border guards, are trying to check some people who might be suspected of having taken up arms at some point. So checking for that, and so those men are a little bit worried about what will happen if they're seen as people who fought against the Azerbaijani.